How long were you gone? Fine. About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? It's about 2/3 of that amount. Poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. Must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly scooped it in there. Special kind of poison? How so? Impossible to detect, huh? He said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it. The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show you how they could have gotten the poison? So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Bingo! did she actually forget that her ex-boyfriend just happened to be an alchemist? You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You! What is it, Miss Hawthorne? I'm aware of that. They even mentioned that in the report. Oh, I'm aware of that. Oh! Now, remember I said there was something strange about that bottle that Phoenix Wright was actually wearing? Well, it's time to reveal what was inside of it. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th. This is the very same day as the poisoning incident. Right there! There it is. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. Bingo! No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain that the crime lab, if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Now, remember I said earlier that I actually said that Dahlia Hawthorne is actually one of the most evil characters in gaming history? Well, that's only one part. You're gonna see her true form a little bit later. Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Nope. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... Oh, please, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Dahlia Hawthorne was not, and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Exactly. Please give it back now. For Dahlia Hawthorne, the necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. When you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. What? Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. What did you do with the bottle necklace? What? Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. The bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Objection, Your Honor. There must be some mistake. The bottle must not have any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. What? She gonna get away with everything? No. Hold it. I'm not done yet. Bingo! I knew it. What? No. So Dahlia sold poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, and there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. There's something she desperately wanted to get back, therefore... Bingo. There was only one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Phoenix Wright! Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was really planning to poison, in fact, was you, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's no one else it could have been. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. There was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, that tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. She even showed it to everyone he met. Bingo, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. And here we go. This is the true Dahlia Hawthorne. Take a look at this. It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. Told you. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I will not let her get away this time. Oh, I still have evidence. Oh, yes. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. go. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned! Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. I'd like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. We didn't Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence. 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the exact same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Wright left the scene of the crime. That's when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. Yes, she saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. She used this severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who thought she had left the scene, came out to check on the victim. On top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow. And there you go. I wonder which one of us really is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, correct? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. This is exactly what I was saying before when I said that Dahlia Hawthorne is one of the most evil characters in the history of gaming. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of that medicine right now. That is the real Dahlia Hawthorne. Well, she was actually right about that. But if I wondering what she actually meant, well, in the final case of this game, you're gonna find out. But that is gonna be a long way away. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Do you care to try this cold medicine? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... Sorry, rookie. For example, I would trust this witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison here, right? And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Whether we did or not, has no bearing to this case. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Court is adjourned. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? Interesting question. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer as I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. Memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now, but even so, I can still hear her in my mind. Five long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. That is a story for another day. Well, everyone, that's all for tonight. When I come back tomorrow night, we're going to be working on the second case, the stolen turnabout. And you're actually going to see a new prosecutor when I start on the second case. Till next time, sayonara.